So I watched Superman yesterday with family, and I do have some thoughts to say about it. I really did like Superman. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was just like a seriously just fun time, a fun movie. We definitely need more movies that are just kind of like lighthearted. It's very like it's real hopeful. You know, we really the world really needs like Superman. You know, there's just so much like horrible shit going on, and you just see just a hardcore comic like Superman movie that just really gets the spirit of Superman down to a science. It's just really sweet to see. The thing I really liked about this movie are I like the action scenes. The way the camera moves, like James Gunn, he is moving this camera like a motherfucker in this movie. It really is like he saw Zack Snyder's Man of Peak, and he was like, okay, we gotta stop with these shaky cams, but we're still gonna move the cameras. Like that's kind of what it feels like. He's like, I like the idea of the camera moving a lot, but like not like the way Zack Snyder did it. So yeah, that's super fucking interesting. I really love the way the camera moves. It's all like, it's just super bouncy and wavy, and it just all adds to the tone of the entire movie, which is it's a Superman movie. It's like, speaking of the tone, this movie is like, it's not, I'm not saying this is Berserk level of dark tone, but it's like a little darker than I thought it would. Like I thought this would be kind of like a very cookie cutter kind of kids movie, but it's more like it's kind of like the more like teen range. I'd say it's more up there with like maybe 13, maybe like preteens or something like that, because it's because there's like this one scene where like a nigga just gets executed, and it's like it kind of really took me by surprise. So yeah, let's talk about these characters. So 3 characters I really like that that I was paying attention to is Superman, Lex, and Mr. Terrific. So we're gonna start with Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific is this really smart guy from DC. You know, he's just like and he's also, most importantly, he's like a very unknown superhero. You know, he's very niche, right? So, and that's why I really like people bringing him to the big screen like that. James Gunn, you know, he always has a eye for like these more unrecognizable characters in the DC mythos, and I really appreciate him bringing somebody like Mr. Terrific, because for love of God, we need more black superheroes on screen without fucking lightning powers. So, and then Lex Luthor is such a fucking tweaker in this movie, man. I love him so much. Like, he is peak petty. Like, I don't even know if he's evil. He's evil, right? He's definitely evil, but he's so petty. This, like, he hates Superman so much, and the stuff he does in this movie is like peak comic book villain goofiness. I don't even want to spoil this, man, but once you get into the pocket dimension, I'm telling you, shit gets so crazy. It gets so fucking crazy. And so next we have Superman. Superman is like he's casted, I think he's casted perfect. To me, this is Superman. This is him. Okay, this is Superman. It's him. Like down to the very atoms, down to his very writing. Superman's journey in this venture is like a very classic Superman story, you know? Superman is like really good in this movie. It's just we haven't had a true to form live action Superman in just such a long time, man. In such a long time. Something I really like about this Superman is that he's definitely on the weaker side, and I can see some people like not really liking that a lot. And for me, it was like I was getting like a little bit of like Devil May Cry anime vibes, where he was just getting his ass kicked constantly. I'm like, okay, can we lock in here? And then he locks in, and then when that happens, that's like very it honestly kind of feels rewarding, because the tone of the movie is like it's a downward like spiral of Superman, then it goes up, you know? So the progression kind of feels supernatural. Yeah, Superman is just good. I mean, that's all there is to really say on the matter. All the other characters are good too. So I had a complaint when I was going to first watch this movie. I told to like all my friends and shit. I said that I was concerned that there were so many characters. Like, there's a lot of niggas in this movie, man. Like, a lot of niggas. And something that I was concerned about is, like, I wonder if these characters are gonna feel like ham-fisted, or are we gonna get so many characters that it's not even gonna be feeling like a Superman movie, right? Another weird comparison is weird comparison again is Devil May Cry. I thought it would be like that, where Dante doesn't really feel like the main character of it. I don't want to bring up that so much. It's just a lot of comparisons. I guess. So yeah, that problem is not here. All the characters they add, and there's a character cameo. There's two character cameos. Well, yeah, there's two characters that show up that I wasn't expecting, especially by the end, and I really like their depiction of that character towards the end. I really like Crypto, by the way, as well. I like Crypto. He was like he was pretty enjoyable in the movie. But yeah, that's kind of it though. When it comes to outright negatives, I will say when Superman is like flying in the screen and shit, and it's like right in his face, I do think that's like a little bit silly. I do think like not silly in like a good way either. Like I know it's a goofy movie. We could all agree on that. That's very obvious. But like I don't know. It just looks like very silly. I don't know. What else? There's one scene in the movie where Superman has his big speech about what it means to be human, and it comes across as like CW writing just a little bit. It kind of feels like unnecessarily preachy, you know, like those moments where the hero has this like big realization because he's going up a villain that's like psychologically different from him, and he's like and there's just this big emotional speech that he's giving to the villain. The villain's just like shutting the fuck up and just listening to him, and it's just it gives off CW vibes. Okay, it's giving CW. Okay, yeah. So that's pretty much it though. I'm not gonna lie. That is it. Yeah, I think this movie is like a really good stepping off point for DC. I think everybody should go see this movie. It's only like I think it's 2 hours and like 1 minute long, I think. And it's just a solid movie. It's just solid, okay? It's solid. I'm like really trying to cook up another thing to say that's bad about this movie, but no. Man, dude, kids and shit, dude, they're growing up with such peak. Have you guys noticed that? We have K-pop Demon Hunters, we have we have Superman, we have the Wild Robot, and we have that other that other cartoon with the cat, that other animated movie with the cat. Like kids, and I'm not saying this stuff is just exclusive for kids, but kids are growing up with such peak. Like I'm telling you, man, kids now, a lot of these movies are gonna be like, well, remember when conversations. I'm telling you. And it's really cool to see these like really just good movies. Not good for just kids though, but good for literally everybody. Like I feel anybody can watch the movies I mentioned and you'll have a good time. You're not gonna like it. And that's what I really appreciate about it. So yeah, man, yeah, that's it. Yeah, Superman's good. I'd recommend it to like anyone really, you know. I guess if you're a Zack Snyder fan, you know, man, that's a whole different fucking conversation. Yeah, I'm not even gonna Bro, I'm not even about to get into that. That's a whole different, like, topic that I may talk about. I don't know. Probably not. Yeah, man, kill yourself, you know. If I find you on the streets, I will scalp you.
Mozzarella. I write rhymes in a box of Nutella. Fight crime cause I got no Beretta. Did time cause I copped some feta. Not good enough to sub for cheddar. I want cheese, I'm a decent fella. In the sewer, don't worry about weather. Rat pack in your basement cellar. Yeah. Master Splinter taught me about cheese. Cooking like Remy and Ratatouille. Float like a butterfly, sting like free. Trapped in a rat race, trying to be free. Parmesan, cheddar jack, even cold me is the only kind of currency that works for me. Life gets hard from a lab to the city where the grass ain't green and the streets ain't pretty.